Beloved, shalom, shalom, beloved, and shavui tov. Have a good week. Have an excellent week. I declare and decree that you will have a victorious and that your week will be sweet, overflowing with blessings and miracles, the supernatural signs and wonders, and every good and perfect gift. That you will hear good news this week, that there will be nothing that will shake you because you will be unshakable, unbreakable. Let us offer up acknowledgement, adoration to the maker of the heavens and the earth, above and beyond the creator of all. El Shaddai, El Elyon, Adonai, Raphael, Yari, whatever name that you need for the Maker to be right now, may it be done unto you because that you have gone beyond just believing or thinking or hoping, that you know the truth that sets you free, that brings freedom, knowing that love, we have to love above all else, to love the Maker with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and all of our being, and to love all of humanity and all of creation, to love those who are in our midst as we love ourselves. So we thank you, Abba. We thank you for every good and perfect gift. We magnify you and we acknowledge you as the Maker of all. We thank you for loving us better than we could ever love ourselves or anybody else. And we say thank you. Our hearts are overflowing with gratitude. We're so thankful and grateful. As you know, we've been going through all of the prayer watches, the watchers being the watchers on the wall, the gatekeepers, the guards on that watchtower, watchers on the wall, so that we can be the ones who stand in the gap to make up the hedge for all of humanity and all of creation. There's the first watch, and the watches are divided up into four. For there's the one for the day, and then there's the one for the night. So there's four watches each. There's the first watch of the day, the second watch of the day, the third watch of the day, the fourth watch of the day, and then there's the first watch of the night, the second watch of the night, the third watch of the night, the fourth watch of the night. And it goes on and on and on with the watches, and we are to watch and pray every day, every night. It is continuous. We are to be ones who declare and decree, to decree a thing to be established in the land of the living. We are to go forth and we are to bless others. We are blessed to be a blessing, and we are to speak blessings over everyone that we encounter, even if that encounter may not be that pleasant at that moment or at that particular time. We are to be ones who know how to make declarations and decrees and affirmations, that when we speak, we know that words have power, words have weight, and we are to be very careful and cautious of the words that we speak into the atmosphere because we're in a voice activated environment. So, as we go forth, we want to be able to understand words better. We want to speak words that are positive, that are life giving, that are full of love and light. We don't want to speak words that are full of the opposite. So, we have to keep our focus continuously on what is good, what is great, what is lovely, what is pure, what is perfect, instead of the opposite of that. So we are the watchers on the wall. We have the first watch, the second watch, the third watch, the fourth watch for the day. And then there's the one for the night. Right now, we are in the third watch in I think we are in the third hour, well, we're in the third watch regardless. I know that much. The hour, I'm not so sure about. I'm not keeping track of time like that. And we're to be more alert and aware and awake to the spiritual seasons and times rather than the natural. We're not confined to a clock, to a calendar, to a month, to a year. However, we should always incline our ears to hear the true voice of truth. We should always be those who stand in the gap to make up the hedge. We should always be those ones that war in the spirit, especially when we sense something that's off in the spiritual realm, when we need to break chains, when we need to be those chain breakers and those bondage breakers, when we detect something that is not right about somebody close to us, rather than to go back and forth with that person and point it out to them, we need to be sure that we're warring in the spirit for that person rather than to give way to something that may disrupt unity. We don't want anything to come against unity. We're a kingdom family, so we always want to be ones who are encouraging and edifying and ones who are going to lift someone up and definitely be ones who are encouragers. So as we go forth, we know there's the third watch, one of the most important watches. We know that the third, the fourth, the fifth, I think in the sixth, is it the sixth? No, the third, fourth, and fifth are three of the most important watches because that is when darkness is moving to prevail during those specific times. So we have to be sure that we dismantle, that we disengage, that we disrupt, that we uproot in the spiritual realm, and that we take accountability for our actions and reactions, and to be sure that we are doing our part to be sure that we're not falling into the traps and the tricks and the spider webs, so to speak, to be entangled in nonsense and foolishness and idolatry and all of that other stuff that is not our portion. So we have to continuously war, we have to continuously speak what it is that we want to see. We have to speak those things that are not as though they are. So we're going to stand in the gap to make up the hedge for all of humanity and all of creation and every nation of every tribe and every tongue. And if you're wondering how, why, or why we should do this, we have many examples of watchers. I think Daniel was a watcher. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I believe that Daniel, I don't know that I know, but Daniel was a watcher on the wall. And Daniel loved to watch and pray. I think another watcher on the wall may have been King David. I believe King David was definitely one who knew how to watch and pray. I believe that King David always was faithful in watching and praying and warring in the spirit. And King David was not just a watcher, but also a warrior and a worshiper. And we are to be all of that and so much more. So we are going to declare and decree. We're going to speak. We're going to let our voices be heard. This is not the time to be silent. As we all know, this is definitely the season of Queen Esther. It's also the season of Ruth and Boaz. As you know, we've entered the month of Elul. The king is in the field. If you're not familiar with that, that's on the original calendar, not the Gregorian calendar, which is completely different. So Elul, the month of Elul, is about Teshuvah, and it's when the king is in the field. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. It reminds me of Boaz and Ruth because Ruth was gleaning in the field, and here came Boaz. So here comes Boaz. So as we know, it is also the marriage season. That's right. And many people are getting betrothed and married. One of my good friends, she got married the other day, and I'm absolutely overjoyed and ecstatic about it. Marriage is a covenant for life, for a lifetime. It's not temporary, it's not a contract. So we always should celebrate love, celebrate the kingdom marriage, that marriage covenant as the two become one. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. So, we are going to war in the spirit for all of humanity and all of creation, for the kingdom family, every nation, every tribe, every tongue, every region, every territory. We cannot be silent. We cannot be muted. We cannot be quiet. We have to be ones who speak and shout it from the mountaintop, shout it in the valley, wherever we are. We have to contend. That's right. As watchers on the wall, we have to speak. We have to declare and decree. Yes. So we're going to do it. We declare and we decree life and life more abundantly over every person, all of humanity, all of creation, and every nation, every tribe, and every tongue. We speak life. We speak life over all of our family members, bloodline, love line, all to all of our neighbors, associates, the community in which we live. We speak life to every person, all of humanity and all of creation, that no weapons formed against us will prosper, and any tongues that rise up against us will fall. We declare and we decree the walls fall down, every wall of division, every wall of darkness, every wall of deception, every wall of destruction, every wall of disaster, every wall of disease, every wall of death. We render powerless every spirit of death, every murderous spirit, every spirit that comes to kill, steal, and destroy, every dark spirit, every dark force that seeks to do what is not going to lead to the victory. We speak against defeat and deceit. We declare and we decree it is not our portion. We declare and we decree death is not our portion. We declare and we decree disease is not our portion. We declare and we decree deception is not our portion. We declare and we decree disease is not our portion. We declare and we decree darkness is not our portion. We declare and we decree infirmity is not our portion. We declare and we decree that lack and poverty is not our portion. We declare and we decree that wisdom is our portion. We declare and we decree that wealth is our portion. We declare and we decree that prosperity is our portion. We declare and we decree that clarity is our portion. We declare and we decree that love is our portion. We declare and we decree that light is our portion. We declare and we decree that truth is our portion. And we incline our ears to hear the voice of truth without any blockages or hindrances. We are so thankful and grateful. Our heart is consumed with praise. Our heart is overflowing with gratitude to the Maker of the heavens and the earth for every good and perfect gift, for shelter, for clothing, for transportation, for everything that comes by the mighty hand of our provider. Yireh is our provider. And we're so thankful. It's not a person, it's not a place, it's not a thing that is getting us, that is providing for us, that is protecting us, that has healed us, that has kept us well. It is only the mighty hand of the Maker, who is the true great physician, who is the true source, the power source for everything, who is our protector. El Gabor, mighty warrior, Adonai Silviot, El Shamri. We are so thankful and grateful that we have been given authority and dominion in the land of the living. We have authority over the animals, the birds, the insects, the trees, the bees, and everything else in between. And we declare and we decree the fire will never burn out in our hearts or our homes. Even though this candle has burnt out tonight, from burning for so long, the fire will never burn out in our hearts and our homes. We will continuously stoke the flames of revival. We will continuously stoke the flames of, of restoration. We will continuously stoke the flames of the resurrection power. We will continuously be on fire and be set apart and sanctified and separate as we live in this earth. We will see the victory in the land of the living. We know that the seed of the righteous will never beg for bread. The seed of the righteous will never be forgotten. The seed of the righteous will never be alone. The seed of the righteous will never be forsaken. We have the victory. We are prosperous. We are victorious. We are well, whole, new, and complete, lacking in nothing. And we are absolutely supernatural. We feed our spirit with excellent spiritual food and spiritual fruit, with the bread of life, with the living water, with the fruit of the vine. And we're so thankful for the divine instructions and the divine strategies that we have been given so we can get to the next level, so that we can thrive. For we are blessed to be a blessing, and we're so thankful for being given the new, everything new, so that we can be a tremendous blessing to others. May we always be generous. May we always be kind and compassionate and loving to everyone, to all of humanity and all of creation. May we always defend life in all life forms. All lives matter. We are so thankful and grateful. No weapons formed against us will prosper. Any tongues that rise against us will fall. We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. We have no fear. We are here and we have the sword. That's right. We're using the sword, the shield, the belt, the helmet, the boots, the shoes, and everything that we need, the shofar, the tambourine, and we are shouting for joy. We're shouting that we have the victory. The victory is ours, and we are so thankful. Beloved, thank you so much for joining in. May Hashem bless you and keep you. May Hashem shine grace, mercy, favor, light upon you, and more than anything, above everything, that perfect love that casts out all fear, that love that covers, that love that is like a fire, and give you sweet sleep and shalom and a glorious, victorious week ahead. Shavui Tov. And remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You have greatness inside of you. You only have to push out the promise. You only have to push out the blessing. You don't have to push it out. Push, push, push until something happens. Keep pushing, keep pressing, keep praying, keep believing, keep knowing the truth to be set free, keep prophesying, keep proclaiming the good news in the land of the living, and you will definitely succeed. Congratulations. Know that you are a winner. You are in the winner's circle. You are never in the loser's circle. Why? Because the maker of all, Adonai, El Shaddai, is undefeated. And so are we. Shalom, beloved, and sweet sleep. Until next time, you are blessed and you are loved. Shalom.